Hi Leo, welcome back to your new moon in Capricorn reading for December 23rd, 2022. The solstice period is from 20th to the 23rd. Those are super potent days to set your intentions, much, much better than New Year's or New Year's Eve. And if you can't get it together this time, of course, you have the new chance on the real new year, which is springtime. But this is very, very powerful energy. I highly suggest you take advantage of it. So, I mean, even if it's just writing down what you intend for the coming new cycle, that's just enough to direct some of that energy there. But I don't know. I would do more if you can. Whatever feels right to you. Okay, so the new moons bring in new cycles. You have the world this time, and the world is finishing up a cycle for you, which is very appropriate for the time. But this is the big cycle. This is a really big cycle that you've been going through, and it's finishing up, but there's little things that you have to do in order to completely complete it. So there could be a few blocks, but you have 2 weeks to deal with that. Also, and it is the time of year, you could be traveling. Maybe you want to see the world. It's a nice card. I like it, other than the few blocks, but it is sort of like a graduation. So, Five of Swords at what is the new cycle that's coming in. You have the Five of Swords with a Queen of Pentacles. For me, this is an Aquarius person, but a lot of people will attribute it to earth signs. I'm going to stick with my version because that's how I read. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, the Five of Swords. Interesting that I said that. You have the Five of Swords. So this is a sort of a no-win situation. It's putting you on alert that your words have a big impact on people. We're talking about swords, so this is very mental energy. And it's a no-win situation because even if you get what you want, even if you're the victor here, it's not a full win because maybe these are your friends. Maybe they're people that you know, and you have love and respect for them. And so it just doesn't feel like a complete win. But it's, for me, a humiliation card. It's a tough card. It's my least favorite card in the deck. Five is always about change, and it pushes you to find balance. So this new cycle could be pushing you to find balance where a Queen of Pentacles is concerned. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very earthy. They love nature. They love animals. They are also probably into nutrition and sort of new age. I say that very lightly and delicately, but sort of new modalities, new ways of dealing with imbalances, whether that's physical, emotional, mental, it doesn't really matter, any kind of imbalance. So that describes this Queen of Pentacles for you. Let's move on further, and then we'll go in for the clarification cards. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups on how you're dealing with this. Interesting. And the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like you take a gamble with this person. And the Knight of Cups is an offer, an emotional offer to somebody. Probably this Queen of Pentacles that you have been having some difficulty with. And so this might be the thing. The Five of Swords is pushing you to. The Knight of Cups is sweet. There's kindness there. They are charming. This is the charmer card. When it's reversed, however, it's the player card. So that would explain the Five of Swords with this. Don't be a player. With the Wheel of Fortune there, excuse me, things can go either way. It's a gamble. And maybe it can go both ways. 1 minute everything's fine, and the next minute it's not. And this cycle just keeps going. But I do feel this sort of momentum building. So let's see where it's going. I really feel like it's a gamble. You're going to take a chance on an emotional offering of some sort. It could be messages. I think nights for me are also very much messages. So it could be messages going back and forth that are very kind and very loving. Ooh. The Ace of Swords. That's my yes card. Wow, things are progressing. This is nice. This is clarity. You can see things differently now. You have a better point of view. This is taking action as well. Oh, wow. Nice. Well, it looks like that 5 energy does push you further. And I almost get a feeling like you get a little more grounded with this Queen of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords means you are acting on something. And you have the Three of Cups. So that is, these are great cards. That's the joy of life. That's being grateful. That's females in your life. It is a celebration, which makes perfect sense with the holiday season. It's having a great time. But it's gratitude. It is, you can do it because you are grateful for the things of the earth, for the joy of life, the joie de vivre. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice, nice. So for me then, the Wheel of Fortune is really a turn of the wheel. It's quite obvious here that this was difficult. You were at the bottom of the wheel. You were hanging out with the devil. And things are changing now. The momentum is changing. And look, he's even holding the sword. You've become wiser. That's why you can graduate. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Good for you, Leo. You've really taken the lessons, you've really learned from them, and you can actually take action on it now, even though it's a gamble. That's life, What else are you going to do? Nothing? You certainly won't. You've got the Ace of Swords. You're going to take action. So you have a Page of Pentacles here. I'm going to say that there is somebody who feels very deeply, but they find it difficult to speak. And I find that very, very interesting because, so this is my Capricorn card, and Capricorn is half goat, half fish. And it's the fish side that's very emotional, but it's the goat side that kind of keeps it internal. And it's not that they don't feel anything, it's that they can't find the words. It's very interesting. But here is some harsh words spoken. And so maybe that's why they keep it internal, or maybe why this person is deciding to keep things internal and not speak about it. That's very, very possible. And that causes disruption. That causes instability. Certainly on a mental level. Maybe for both of you. But I would say in the beginning of this, nobody's talking. She's focused on something else, and he can't find the words. But that changes. That changes by taking a chance. Being a little bit vulnerable, putting yourself out there. Whether it works out or it doesn't, you just taking the action will put you back into the joy of life. Because that's what life is. It's a gamble. And it's, it's like Vegas. It's all lights and blinging noises and, free drinks. But, you could lose a lot of money. So, but, you had fun doing it, I hope. We shall see. But anyway, you win some, you lose some with the tarot, and that's life. I'm sorry to keep saying it, but, you got to play the game. Big changes. Big changes. For me, the Death card is definitely a purification. It's transformation, but you're purifying something through this transformation. It's not quite alchemy, which is the one that comes next, but it's that ending of something that gives you the impetus to change. And in this case, it just looks fantastic. There's change for you. I'm really happy to hear that. That makes me very pleased. Okay. One more for the outcome. All right, so, where we couldn't communicate before, we can now. This is the communication card, and it can be within the family unit, it can be within community or the world at large. And because you have the world here, it could very much be the world at large. But we are putting ourselves out there. There can be money exchanged because of this. Try not to gamble it all away. That's a joke. But it's also talking about what makes us happy. We're talking and getting clear on what we're grateful for, on the joys of life. And you can spread that cheer. Yay. With the Ten of Pentacles. Such a nice reading for Christmas and the holiday season. Everybody celebrating what they're celebrating, whether it's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, I don't really care. It's the same feeling. It's a feeling of expansion and sharing and love and joy. And that's a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. With the Ten of Pentacles, there can be some financial discussion as well. There can be financial negotiations. And it seems to me like it turns out well for everybody. The Ace of Swords is clarity. Like, we see now. I get it now, And you're triumphant because of it. It's the sword of Excalibur. It's truth. When you speak your truth. Not this. This is not our truth. Our truth is not humiliation. Our truth is clarity. And action behind that clarity. Really nice cards. Really nice. What does Spirit want you to know? Seven of Wands. So again, 7, taking that sort of unique approach. And because of that, you're not like the other people. They're sort of conventional, and they don't believe in your higher, wonderful, interesting, unique idea. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you have higher ground. They're below you. You have the higher ground, and you can see from a higher perspective. And when you do that, you have the upper hand. So if there is any competition around you, these people, you come out triumphant. You win. You get the job. You get the girl. You get the whatever. You get the payout. I'm not saying to gamble, though. Really not. But it looks very good for you. And you keep that high perspective, it'll work wonders for you. Okay? Nice reading, Leo. Don't forget, set intentions. You should, absolutely. You have some great energy here. And I'll be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. And I do dailies. Okay. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Happy Christmas, everybody.